4, 3.
Oh, I thought you were doing our intro. You guys do an intro. What's up, YouTube fans? We're back again with another TF News Live. Today we have a special guest. I'll start with you, Mr. Matt Partswarmer.
I'm your special guest.
Yes.
Thank you for describing me as such. I promise you won't regret it. Hi, everybody.
So Matt joins us from another show. Why don't you just describe that show and just tell us about it, when it's on, all that kind of stuff.
So myself and Team Man 978 here, he likes to double dip into shows. He is also on with me at our show Figure Action every Thursday night at 9 p.m. So we talk about Transformers, third-party Transformers, all the toys, all the news that interest us and hopefully interest you guys. So that's what we do every week. And it's just BS. It's like 2 hours of utter BS. So That's as much hype as I'm going to give it, and it is a fun time though.
Yeah. So you guys cover all action figures. We just stick to Transformers mostly, but well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We also have Mr. Pig for Life.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's been a while.
Yes, and of course, Mr. T-Man 978 with his Your camera is super blurry. I don't know what's going on.
I think I read recently.
Oh, very nice.
He's eaten some chicken before.
He's blurry in person. So
for a while. For a while,
they always said like the Flash would hide his identity because like he's always vibrating a little bit, so he's always kind of blurry.
Yeah, that's T.
I never thought about that.
You the Flash? I knew the Flash was black.
Yeah, we were called Chicken News Live for a while because all we were talking about were different chicken places. But today we're talking about toys. So what did you guys get? I guess I'll start with Mr. Matt since you are the guest today. What did you get new-wise?
Well, since I haven't been on this show before, I can really tell you anything, but I'll stay more or less true to it and say that this week I was able to come find at retail at Target the last remaining Run Amok. So I have this, and I have the Sunstreaker mold, and I can tell you that personally, this guy is the clear favorite of mine between the two that share the same kind of tooling. So, if you have Sunstreaker and you're kind of okay with him, get Run Amok because he's really good.
I like him.
I like him a lot. In the paint, like all the paint budget went to him. I'm not sure what happened there. And the other thing I'll talk about real quick, we'll fudge this and say I got it this week, even though it was more of this year. I like to collect these guys. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of these guys or if you guys ever mentioned these on the show, but these are 52 Toys Beast boxes. They are awesome. They're about $25 for the base ones, and basically they're toy robot creatures that turn into a box. I mean, it sounds. It doesn't sound all that exciting, but it is. I'm very excited about this.
Is it KO or is it like an official?
No, it's an official. They're their own thing. They're totally legit company. 52 Toys. Look them up. Most of the major retailers carry them.
Third party. I see.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like I said, they're their own IP, so I don't know if that really counts as third party or not.
Yeah,
that's cool. It for me.
Thank you, Mr. Pick for Life. What did you get?
My latest COVID hobby has me doing non-Transformer stuff. I've been getting into retro gaming, fixing up these old arcade machines. So most of my purchases in the last month or two have been gaming related.
You gonna show us something or what?
Well, I broke out some of my old arcade sticks. So there's arcade sticks down there. Those are ones I used to make like 20 years ago. Those are the last two that I've made for a customer, and I never finished them. But that thing over here in the box was a multi-carts for Capcom CPS2. So you can basically install that and be able to run on the original hardware a bunch of ROMs and stuff and so forth. So it's you're running the actual hardware, but you're running software, so it's like a real authentic experience.
You gonna show it off on your channel or what?
I don't know. I don't know if that's. I don't know what the cross.
No, the cabinet. The cabinet.
But there's some stuff that I'll probably show because I've been spending a lot of time fixing up my arcade cabinets, so they're close to done. The only thing that I really want to show off is this guy, mainly because I got this as a surprise in the mail like 2 days ago from a guy named Sony Jacob, also known as TM Review. And he didn't let me know he was going to do that. Once I got it, I was like, I know exactly what this is from the box. But so yeah, I'm going to have to do a review of this. Oddly enough, Walmart finally shipped my pre-order yesterday. So
as soon as I send it.
I know. So the other two will be coming along with another Optimus. So that's really all I have. Like I said, I've been spending a ton of money. Oh, not Transformers related, but I did grab this just because Snake Eyes. I do like Snake Eyes, so I got this from the retro collection.
Nice. Walmart.
So, Walmart came through for that.
You're gonna get Storm Shadow
anything from Walmart.
Storm Shadow, mine got delayed, so I don't know when it's coming. But yeah, you can't have Snake Eyes without Storm Shadow. So that's it for me.
Cool, Mr. T-Man without a plan.
Hey, that's still my name. I got.
Yeah, we like it. I like it.
I got all the things. I got the Autobot clones, Sunstreaker, Prowl, Ironhide, Runamuck,
Fast Track.
Yes, Fast Track.
No one is watching those reviews, but it's a really good robot.
Airwave,
Underrated.
only has one arm. Shockwave, Thunderhowl.
Oh my God.
Grimlock. I got one of those Beast Box Matt was raving about.
Cool.
He turns into a crab. He's all folded up. Yeah. I completed Mac Adam.
What is that?
Cliffjumper.
What was the last thing? Sorry.
Mac Adam,
that
the
last
build a figure for the Cyberverse.
Oh, okay.
Oh, gotcha.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Make toys, nerds.
Nice.
I'll do a review eventually, I guess. Found this $40 at Ross.
Nice.
Yeah. And before that, I got Ironhide, which will not be pictured. I found Airwave's arm.
Separate review for that, right?
Beef Boss.
That doesn't count, but it does look cool.
And any figure related, I got the most advanced technology and video games. The Super Mario Brothers Game & Watch.
Nice. Oh, that's crazy. It's got the.
That's it. I probably got more, but these are what's in front of me right now.
Yeah, I don't even think I can remember it all, but let's see. I got the Transformers Red, which I don't have here. Took it to work. It's my desk bot. I got all the same stuff. I don't want to show them all, but I got this plus all the other Earthrise.
He's so
I like
good.
him. I like Runamuck. I like him a lot.
Trailbreaker, we can show that.
Yeah, I can show this. So this thing I like a lot. It's the paint is really nice on it. It's not like that black. It's like almost like a gunmetal. And then he's got some nice paint, but some of it scratches off, which is unfortunate. And then we got this thing. They're Hoist, same company, X-Transbots.
First I was like, is that the Earthrise Trailbreaker? I was like, that looks super nice. I was like, dang.
No, this is very nicely painted. It's actually nicer than the original because they put like a metallic paint on it. I don't know if you can see that on the camera.
Yeah, they're blinging.
I just got this and reviewed it. This is nice. Earthrise Alternative Optimus. He's pretty cool. I like him because they painted the freaking legs. I don't know why they didn't paint the original, but this one they painted black. The original, they left it gray or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Cheap.
But it's the same price, so I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I opted out of that Trailbreaker, the X-Transbots Trailbreaker, in favor of going with the Fans Toys one. I hope I don't regret that.
Well, I almost always buy both and then compare them and then choose one.
I am cheap.
Matt, I'll be honest. If I wasn't reviewing it, I probably would only buy one. I'd probably buy just one or the other and just wait. But
yeah, I'm in on the fans toys, so we'll see. Whenever that comes out, I'm sure it got pushed.
Yeah, it did already.
Yeah.
It already got pushed.
I'm sure.
All right, let's get some news up here. All right, hey, that worked. Okay, so we don't have as much as typical, but we are going to do our segment at the end where we go over a couple characters and we talk about what's available from the different third-party companies and Takara. So I don't think you've seen that, Matt, but we're going to do that today too. All right, so first up we have the Dr. Wu Big Surge. I believe this is their version of Beachcomber. Tiny, super tiny.
I want it.
This has got to be even smaller than Legends.
Yeah, it's like Micromaster scale.
So I have a picture of, actually, let me get there. So this is the same line, Dr. Wu Prime Commander. That's standing on Airwave, Earthrise Airwave, which is tiny already. Actually, you have that in front of you, so you can imagine this thing is tiny.
It's almost as big as his arm.
Yeah, it's as big as his. No, it's not even as big as his arm. Look, it's as big as his gun. Freaking tiny. Oh, there we go. That was weird. So that's how big he is in his vehicle mode.
The whole truck plus Beachcomber can fit on Airway.
Yeah, so here's Beachcomber back here. It's tiny. So why are they making this? Is this to go with like Unicron or something?
Or the Arc.
Oh, the Arc. Yeah, maybe.
Yep.
Oh, like a core class?
Mm-hmm. No, they're even smaller than core class.
Yeah, these are pretty tiny.
But they'll fit in perfectly with like Metroplex and all of them.
So Dr. Wu, what was that?
All the city bots, we have a big array of city bots now. Fort Max, Metroplex, Tripticon, Omega. So
you could have a whole city of mini guys. I'm excited about the Arc. I hope they show images of that soon. What that's going to look like. You guys getting that Dr. Wu stuff?
I might, depending on the price.
It's got to be, if it's Legends is in the 30 to 60.
I was going to say, I think I saw them posted. I think I saw the Beachcomber posted for 33. I could be wrong.
Man, that's a lot.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. I'm in pretty heavily on regular Legends scale, but I do plan on picking up the Arc when it comes out and whenever they reveal it. So I don't know. It's good. I was hoping my Legends stuff would fit in with the Arc, but if this fits better, we'll see.
I'm not
getting concerned with stuff this small is just tolerances and how well they actually play. Because I don't want something that I'm not the type that has a display that's just going to do this. Plop it down. I want to be able to mess with it, and things that small. I'm just worried that you're going to transform it once and the ball peg is going to break off and stuff like that.
Yeah, it looks pretty good for especially the Optimus. It looks nice. I just can't imagine what it's like trying to transform it. All right, I'm moving on. Oh, I've been missing all of these comments. What's up, Winston? Memo always joins us. Lowell. Eagle Lash. These are some of your guys. Lavosier. Yeah, thanks for joining us. All right, this is another repaint from Fans Hobby. They're calling him Nightwalker. It looks exactly the same.
No, the arms and legs are shaped differently. Well, it looks like the thighs are the same, but I can tell the forearms are more boxy.
I just don't understand. They keep repainting this thing. It's not even repaint, remolding it, or pouring it in the molds with different colors of plastic.
I thought it would be more retooled than that from previous pictures I saw.
Well, there's a vehicle. It's identical, except it's got a flame on its side. So.
Worth it.
Did any of you get Windblade, the TFCon?
No.
Wheel blade, because you can't fly.
Wheel blade, yes.
I get what they were going for with that. I thought it was fairly cool looking, but not cool enough to spend money on.
So what character is this?
Nightbeat.
It's just, I don't know. It's too close to the original.
No, and here's the problem. In the U.S., he was Nightbeat, but in Japan, they recolored him as Minerva. So they had the big body.
I see.
But in the original renders that I saw, his robot parts that you don't see in the car mode were way more angular and less feminine looking.
Is he a police car?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So why does he have a police car?
Yeah, he is a police car.
Oh,
Yeah, Nightbeat is, yeah.
Okay. All right. No one wants that. Yes, yet. Okay. So actually, now I'm not sure if this is official or not, but these are supposedly combined mode pictures of Fans Toys Superion. I don't know what this thing is down here. I haven't seen that before.
I think it's just something to prop it up.
It's not a part.
No.
Well, anyway, they're just showing. So Paige and I actually showed this in our video. Basically, this is what it looks like. But that one isn't new, but this one is fairly new. We haven't seen this.
That's a lot hanging up behind his head, if that's right.
That's pretty wild on the back.
Well, actually, the thing that covers him will probably cover all of that.
Yeah, you mean the chest cover. But still, look how crazy bent he is.
Yeah, it's just that like angles that you wouldn't find like logical. They're not like, 90-degree angles and stuff like that. This one's at like a weird 45-degree angle with the legs splayed out in the back. So it's just
like this, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look clean, but I guess we have to wait and see how it works with the actual body or whatever.
Yeah, and that metallic armature just kind of hanging out behind his head, just bent and folded back. Like, okay.
So it's not official, so we don't know if this is really how it goes. But there's rumors that Fans Toys have been trying to figure out the combiner, and that's why they've been kind of silent for a while. Is working on that, and also maybe the factory. But they just reissued Phoenix.
You would think they had that figured out before they released the first one.
Yeah. Well, maybe they got here and it was just too heavy, or just couldn't, go together.
Well, they probably have it together, but we don't know. Yeah. And if this is the end result, then I almost feel like why even put him into the body? Just leave it empty.
Well, that's what the people were thinking with like the Zeta figures, right? So
this is the Road King, which we took a guess at what Road King looked like combined. It was not like this. Oops. So you've got the bottom half folded up and up against the body. I mean, this one's pretty weird too, but I think the back on this is also kind of angled out.
I think this one will make sense because Menasor has like those things beside his head, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could see that when I did the video, like I compared it. I think mine was mostly like this because I remember the legs being kind of like that when I showed it, but I don't remember putting up the chest. So again, it's weird to speculate. I mean, we'll find out sooner or later. So
yeah. Fans Toys just reissued Phoenix, so we know they're not dead, unlike the popular belief. Okay, so this is the Hasbro collaboration with Ghostbusters. We already got this figure. This is Ectotron, but this is now Ectotron Afterlife. I guess a different version. So he's got different paint. What's this guy's name? Blue.
I don't know who the guy is.
Tardigrade Ghost.
Slimer 2.
Slimer 2. Yeah, and they basically changed the paint, and you get a little bit of like weathering on the car mode, and then you get a different face sculpt.
Some of the racking at the top is slightly different and retooled, especially with the ladder. I can't remember what they said in the live stream, but there is some difference. It's hard to tell.
Retooled?
So not very much, just a little bit. They said there were some minor differences in the equipment on top.
Yeah, I guess probably to be more accurate to the movie, since in the movie it takes place way after the original series.
Yeah.
If it comes out.
I just bought the original, so now I'm like not gonna bother with this. But did the original come with this comic too?
No.
The comic wasn't out yet.
It didn't come with 6-arm dude either.
And this is also $10 more than the original. So,
well, you're getting the blue Buddha baby boogeyman, whatever that thing's down there, and a comic book. So
I think it's $15 more.
is it? It's 60, right? I think it's 60. Anyway,
I can't remember how much your first one was.
we have a couple. So we have another one of these. So this is the Hasbro collaborative with X-Men. They call them X-Spants.
Sure,
this mode
sure
looks stupid, but I mean, I like the alt mode. So
they had a bad picture of him on like their front page, but then this pose looks a lot better.
Yeah, had the shoulders all lifted up like Jetfire.
Yeah,
I didn't like that.
And his arms were mistransformed. They had him like sticking out, basically. This looks pretty good. I don't know. It's a little weird. It's kind of growing on me. Colors in the face sculpt's a little weird, but it's kind of cool to get another crossover.
It's better than, I mean, I don't own it. I've seen some reviews, but it looks to me better than that Top Gun crossover one. So,
oh yeah,
a lot better.
Although someone had pointed out in one of the comments in one of the pictures that it's kind of a shame he doesn't come with two claw pieces. You know, he comes with one that kind of looks like Psylocke's sword, but then he comes with the other ones that mimics Wolverine's claws. But why? Come on, guys, give us two of those. Like
he's like three different characters.
Without that Psylocke sword, then he like what do they call it? I forget. They have a specific name for that, like a Psy knife or something like that. But
Psyblade or something.
Yeah, like Psyblade, or I think it was Psyblade.
I think it's Side Duck. You're thinking of Pokemon, man.
No, I mean, I'm thinking of the Marvel vs. Capcom series and X-Men. Like she's in that, so the original X-Men game. But I did that. That's the only way to kind of add another amalgamation, right? So it's like Cyclops, Wolverine, and I don't know who else.
Do you think this foot doesn't articulate, or they just did bad posing again, like the red figures?
It's hard to tell. I was wondering if it has ankle pivot. I can't.
Do you have
Jetfire has ankle pivot, I think.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you have Jetfire, or does anyone have Jetfire?
His legs look completely different from Jetfire. The whole, like half of the body looks different.
I mean, it's clearly retooled. But
I'm hoping that blade fits on the visor as an eye beam. That would be awesome.
That's interesting.
And I don't see how that would work, but
so here's the accessories you get. Get a little Wolverine. These look kind of cheap and
see that little thing? Maybe that fits on the bottom and fits inside of his visor.
Oh, this right here? Yeah.
I would think that's his visor.
That they picture that wrapped around Wolverine as an effect piece.
Oh,
one of the official pictures has that at the bottom of the picture.
I didn't throw that one in.
As part of the optic blast.
Something.
So I thought this, I wasn't sure, and I looked up the original cartoon Jet, and it's exactly like this.
Yeah.
It's like colored perfectly.
Even though their crossover picture from when they revealed this had the Jet with the wings swept forward though. So I thought, wow, that's really cool looking. And then they released this. I'm like, but that's not what you showed us.
You can have both configurations. I don't know, because the 90s cartoon did have it forward, right?
Oh,
I think it did.
Yeah.
This part.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm guessing. I mean, if they show, I'm guessing there's probably some way to transform it that way. Who knows?
Maybe.
So this is, I've heard mixed, some people are hating this, just calling it an ugly mess, and other people are happy to get something X-Men. So it's a very dividing figure.
Any excuse I have to hum that theme song, I mean, it's a win for me. Just for this mode.
I think there's one swing and a miss for me, and I pointed this out in our figure action chat, is that we know that Takara has got a Chip Chase in a wheelchair from the Sunstreaker MP.
Professor.
They should have remolded that into a Professor X.
And I don't
Professor X. Come on.
I don't know how much headroom Wolverine would have inside of that jet.
Yeah, Matt, come on. Nobody cares about Professor X, man. Do you know anybody who dressed up as Professor X for Halloween? Highly doubt.
But you could have him pushing Professor X around on the wheelchair. You could have the robot. I mean, what are you going to do with the Wolverine and the Sabretooth? You're going to throw them in the trash or in the drawer.
Fighting on top,
You'll throw them in the box. All right, moving on. This is just revealed a couple days ago, or I guess a week ago. Galactic Odyssey Batropolis. This is a Amazon exclusive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just a repaint of Airwave and what's this guy's name?
I don't remember. The crane dude.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either.
Ironworks.
Ironworks, good job.
Yes, Ironworks. And then all the little mini bots here are the.
Don't care.
No one cares. I know T is probably getting this. Like,
I'm debating because it's $60.
yeah, but look how much track you could build. You could pull it all together, make a gigantic base. You're gonna be playing with it for days.
You already have these figures. You don't need them in this color.
Right, you could do this right now.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
That's
Oh yeah,
point.
you know that is true. So never mind. I'm just seeing the whole color coordination right here, and it's making my brain think, "Oh, I need that."
Move on.
X-Men cartoon is the only reason I pay for Disney Plus. I do like the X-Men cartoon on Disney.
No, Disney Plus. DuckTales, exactly.
DuckTales, yeah.
DuckTales.
DuckTales has made me cry on more than one
Wait,
occasion.
so hold on. DuckTales original or the new 2017 DuckTales?
Both. You don't. I mean, the 2017 one specifically, but you don't go wrong with the old one either.
The 2017 one is so epic.
Mhm.
There's just certain scenes where you're just like, I understand that reference, and there are like 20 of them every episode, and you're just like, oh. And then T was like messaging me. He was like, the episode where the game theme song, they use that.
Oh, you ruined it for him too, huh?
Mhm.
He texted me that before I got to that episode. I'm like,
No, I was watching that before T. I was already caught up. So
Sure.
I tried to watch it with my daughter, and she just was not into it at all.
yeah, I hate her.
All right, next is Hasbro's Earthrise G2 Megatron. It's already out. People already have it somehow. I've seen.
I always had some sort of love for this figure. I don't know why. It's hideous, but I remember the first time seeing Megatron as a tank. I was like, it's purple and green, like Incredible Hulk colors, but I thought it was so cool.
There is something about the color scheme that's intriguing for sure. Because a lot of the stuff that doesn't show up on the original shows up on this.
Yeah,
like, it had all this molding, you just couldn't see it. You know.
I mean, I wonder where he's going. Where like purple and green camo works though.
Was this on the original?
What?
The cannons going over his back like that?
I don't think so.
I don't remember doing that.
you can attach it.
Huh.
I know you can attach it, but I just don't remember it angled like that.
I think that's the only way it can go in there.
Anybody getting this?
I don't know.
You love the color scheme enough?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Wait till it goes on sale.
Yeah, walk around the house yelling, Megatron attack.
Next we have Hasbro's Studio Series Bumblebee. I guess this is the Cybertronian Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Didn't they put this out already? Or like in a different line?
It's this guy, Cliffjumper.
It's Cliffjumper.
It's a re.
Well, Cliffjumper is him, but they released Cliffjumper first, so you'll buy it.
Yeah. I mean, it looks okay. This looks cool.
It was in the movie.
I like the robot.
I dig it.
How is that Cliffjumper?
Not that great. So I'm debating, even though he would be more relevant because he was in that body and he survived the whole movie. I don't know if I want him because Cliffjumper, the panels on the legs do not stay locked. And that frustrates me.
It does look quite panelly down here. All right, I'm going to leave that in the background. Here's a same thing, Hasbro Studio Series Dino, which I feel like
Mirage, what they named him. I don't know why they kept calling him Mirage.
So it's a Ferrari, which I think the name Dino comes from Ferrari.
Mm-hmm.
I might be
They had
wrong.
a model called the Dino.
But I don't think this is licensed, right?
It has to be.
Oh, it does?
It can be. Typically, all the Studio Series stuff is.
Oh, okay. So then this is a Ferrari. I mean, the car looks pretty cool, but this is just.
Yeah, that looks spot on with the movie. So everybody that's been wanting him for years and don't want to get that third party one.
I remember people were all like psyched about this figure when, or like this character when that came out, and he was not even in it that much.
What was it called? Fire something? I can't remember the third party name.
I think it was too small. That's why I didn't want it.
Yeah, it wasn't MP. It was some other scale. All right. Nobody seems interested in this. I'll move on. What's up with this? You got like pieces sticking out.
They can't hide it anywhere.
This probably just can't fix it. Okay, last Studio Series, Starscream, which is basically a repaint. I don't know if it's remolded. I guess it is.
It is.
It's pretty heavily remolded.
Yeah.
Blitzwing. So this is remolded from Blitzwing. So the colors are pretty jarring.
To say the least.
Yeah, I just think I don't know. I understand they want to make it look more like G1 colors, but it just doesn't blend with the Studio Series line at all. It's going to stick out like a sore thumb. So
does it look like the movie image though?
Not the colors. They're not like bright white. Nothing was bright white in the movie.
Like dark, right? Yeah.
Yeah, take pictures of him in the dark and he'll be all right.
There's his jet mode. Okay, that's why it's remolded to make this thing.
Yeah, the Cybertronian version.
Which is cool looking. I appreciate the level of remold they went to make it this. I have one on pre-order, and like you said, the colors, it's weird, man. It's all over the place.
Yeah, it might be the photography too.
I think it looks better here than it does in robot mode.
And that might be what they're going for.
That's gonna be a pass from me, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Looks like a robot hummingbird right here.
Yeah, that's true.
But they did. That's not that far off from screen accuracy. That's pretty close. The only difference is there's a little more junk on the underside.
Than in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean here? There's more junk?
Oh, yeah. So the in movie alt mode does have stuff, and it does have the gun that can stick out the bottom. But it's more to it down there on the toy.
Yeah, it's really thin on the movie.
Yeah.
Right. I just put this in here because I hadn't seen this render, but this is the MMC Maximus, Pro Maximus. What was it called?
Yeah, something like that.
There's their sensor.
Yes, ma'am.
But this gives you a better look at how it goes together, which is interesting.
Well, they after we had our last one, or maybe right around the same time that day, they actually showed that the render where you see all the pieces transform on the team members, like they did with
the transformation.
Their Assaultus. And remember we were talking about like hypothesizing that the leg frame and everything, the foot goes inside Hotspot. It definitely does. They show it in the rendered video.
And right there, you can see the armature down the back of his leg.
Yeah. Makes sense.
You mean this?
Yep.
Yeah. Remember we were saying like, where does the feet hide? And I was like, I think it goes inside Hotspot.
I hope it's more stable than their Assaultus.
Yeah, me too. I think they learned about I hope they learned about the ratchet and fixed it. That was such a disappointment.
Isn't it odd that it's a lesson that they had to learn, though? I would have thought all of the thousand combiners before that would have taught, that would have been the lesson.
Did MMC make an MP combiner, though?
Well, no, but I mean, it's not like they didn't have a bunch of other companies that they could have, taken cues from.
Yeah. If it's your first approach, there's a lot, right? It's all in one. They've got really good robot modes, really good vehicle modes. So they were going for a lot. I think they shot really high. They tried for a lot, and something's going to suffer.
Yeah, so one of the things that they told me was when they sent the replacement ratchets back is that for the replacement ratchets for the shoulder, they were saying that one thing that people don't really consider is that the material strength has a limiting factor of how tight you can make ratchets too, right? So different companies use different types of plastics and different formulated plastics for different density and and different look. And because we've talked about how different companies have drastically different look and feel to their plastics. Some feel like cheaper, some feel better. And I think that's one of the things they have. Like, I think MMC and Ocular Max have a very specific formula that they've always kind of honed in on. And then maybe when they got to a combiner, they're like, oh, crap, like our plastic isn't really designed to be able to withstand this type of, tension or stress.
Yeah.
So. I think that plastic is probably too good because the upper torso is so heavy. It weighs like that knee joint feels super tight until you combine it. And then the weight of the upper body just makes it go whoop.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I think some of it is you have to trade off somewhere. I know Sony always talks about how crappy his Zeta Superion is because the limbs feel so cheap. But in combined mode, everyone says it's great in combined mode, and I've messed with it in combined mode. It feels really nice, and it holds crazy poses. But individual modes suffer for it because they had to make a compromise there, right? So
right, yeah. They sacrifice the individual mode to strengthen the combined mode.
Yeah.
Right. We don't know much.
I came here to learn, and you don't disappoint me. Come on.
That's Professor Pig for you.
You just sprinkle the teaching. That's what you just did.
Oh, don't pump his head any more than it already is, please.
I'm feeling good.
All right, so this is not a render, right? This is a real. Is this another render? Did I get tricked again?
That'd be real since both of those existed at TFCon, I think.
No, yeah, this looks real.
Yeah.
Pig?
I think they're real.
I'm not even sure, but this is the first time we've seen like a more updated version. So you got like actual paint on here, like all the parts look more finished.
The one thing that surprised me is the price. Do you guys remember the price they put on this guy?
Yeah, I bought him.
Do you remember how much what would you expect to normally have paid for a figure this tall? Like I said, he's as big as their Overlord. And that
I was expecting 150.
Was that?
I was expecting 150.
Yeah, he's less than 150. I think he was like 130 or 140.
140, yeah, he's 140.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Which is crazy because the smaller dude was 110.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, there's probably a lot more engineering going on in the smaller. But
yeah, you didn't teach me that. I knew that.
But I think that's kind of crazy. I never would have expected them to price it at 140. I think that's super cheap for a figure so big.
Yeah,
that makes me want it.
Yeah, I'm definitely in on the Stellar Promenade, but I don't know about. I mean, getting it. I just don't know if I want it in my collection. Like, where would this fit? Is it supposed to be a like
wherever you want?
What?
Wherever you want.
I mean, it's supposed to be like an early Optimus, right?
No, so this is actually, so I thought it was Stormbringer, but it's actually a different design that's very similar. It's from the IDW comic where Optimus goes back to being Orion Pax.
Okay. So it's IDW Orion Pax?
Yeah, so it does fit in with the lore of their Mastermind Creations line. That's that same IDW comic series. But yeah, I thought it was Stormbringer, but there are very specific nuanced differences that differentiate it.
He's a reformatted release, right? He's part of the reformatted line. Yeah.
Yeah.
And didn't they say he has like a crazy number of articulation points?
Yeah, it was some.
It was like 100 or something crazy like that.
I'll look that up later.
But I'm definitely getting. I'm excited for the Orion. I think he looks really good, and his articulation is probably gonna like drive T-Man crazy. He's gonna be like, oh, he's gonna be on the floor.
Did T go in for the little dude? Did you go in for the little guy?
No.
I'm gonna send him mine.
Oh, I was gonna say this is a figure that T has to at least review because articulation is his thing.
I'm sending it to you, T.
I was gonna say I already paid for it, so I'm getting it too.
Oh,
You'll get it from somebody.
You live a lot closer to. What are you showing us?
Luigi.
Oh, I see. Very nice. Thank you. All right.
I used to call him Green Mario when I was a kid.
I don't know why we have like the blurriest, we have like the blurriest picture ever, but it's New Age's Galvatron, which looks basically like a masterpiece.
At least it's sparkly.
It looks almost exactly like Fans Toys, which is weird.
Not almost. It looks. It does look exactly like.
If I didn't know,
crazy good for such a small scale.
I just don't know why they released such a blurry picture of it.
Well, yeah, I mean they haven't officially solicited it yet. I mean, when I first saw this, yes, I was like, "That's Sovereign," but why is he on a New Age Seeker flight stand? At first, I'm like, did they upscale the flight stand? That doesn't make any sense. And then I, got less stupid.
I mean, that's incredible that they're for this size, they're able to get it so, so accurate.
So New Age is Fans Toys confirmed.
I think breaking news here.
The one thing that got me, which is just shows you how weird I am. I'm like, are they really going to include the peace sign, like anime girl pose hand? Is that really going to be one of the options?
God, I hope so. After seeing this, I hope so. He could do it a good old Three Stooges move on Megatron.
I mean,
oh yeah, I didn't even notice that till you said it.
Yeah, look at that face sculpt. That's craziness.
Face sculpt looks great. The head crest looks great. It looks amazing.
Is it me or is that hand too big?
It is. Yeah, it looks a little weird.
Maybe they were just fucking around and decided to put that on there.
But because this is New Age, you can be sure you can get it in matte finish, metallic finish, clear, gold.
Pat Pax says there's always breaking news on TM Reviews live stream. All right, moving on. This is a new company, TMT. In case we didn't have enough Cybertronian bumblebees, or actually maybe this is Cliffjumper.
One and the same.
Yeah.
Bumblebee.
Oh yeah. Well, the one thing I got to say about this company is, dude, hire somebody else to do your logo. That looks like
right?
Somebody did in like 2 minutes in PowerPoint.
They went and found an old version of Kid Pix and downloaded it.
No, man. See that gradient? No, you can't do that in Kid Pix, right? You can't do gradients.
Yeah, they like took a PowerPoint and stretched it. That was it. But that thing looks interesting. I don't know. We never heard of this company, so I have no idea.
It looks pretty good.
Pretty accurate. So this is Studio Series, right?
Or the little one, yeah.
Yeah. And then the other one, obviously, MP. How many bumblebees can we make? There's so many freaking bumblebees.
I actually like the look of it a lot, so I might pick it up because I don't have a Cybertronian bumblebee, and if it's masterpiece scale, I don't know when we'll get a masterpiece scale one like that.
Well, so there's 2 companies right now working on masterpiece Cybertronian bumblebees.
Oh, for real? All right.
Yeah. So we showed one last month. And then this is the second one.
Shows that I don't pay attention.
This is Waspinator. Trojan Horse, another new company we never heard of. And they call them Hurricane. And this is not what's this from? This is from the movie line, right? But did they ever show him in the movie?
I don't think this. I think this is just a realistic take.
But was he in the movie at all? Like he was never in a movie, right?
Mm-hmm. He wasn't in a movie.
So I mean, it's pretty intricate. I don't have the vehicle mode pictures yet, but for the robot mode, that's pretty.
This is like if Beast Wars landed on today's Earth.
Right.
You said this is Waspinator?
It's
in
like
the cover picture. It was green and yellow.
No, that's a different company.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, that was.
I would have said this is Blackout. Looks like Blackout to me. movie.
I don't know the antenna though. That doesn't look like Blackout.
Yeah.
Well,
so
no, it's got some changes.
the other
So this
company,
is this one of those beast designs? T-beast?
no.
No.
No, reverse design, since he's already a beast and now he's a helicopter.
Maybe
But that face is definitely a stylized Waspinator.
yeah.
You know, it kind of reminds me of who's that guy on who posts on Facebook? He does a lot of real vehicle.
Simon Wong.
Yeah, Simon Wong. Yeah. It kind of looks like something he would design.
You know, I think I vaguely, unless I'm making myself remember, I vaguely remember seeing this design somewhere before. So maybe two companies decided to make it at the same time, which is odd.
Yeah, last month we showed a colored image of the same character, different design, but same character, and that was a different company. So two companies are taking on this one-off character.
That's weird.
So this is Tri-Ace Toys, but it doesn't transform, I don't think. I think it's just an action figure.
That ain't for me.
So, well, let me get to the last. So this is why I think it's just an action figure.
Huh.
It's got a metal frame.
He looks like they're Hasbro's evergreen design of Optimus Prime.
I think this is trying to compete with Flame Toys. That's my guess, but I'm not sure.
He's a little too busy looking for my tastes.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this.
He kind of reminds me of the Hot Toys Optimus. Have y'all seen that?
Yes, he does. You're right.
I don't like that one.
It kind of reminds me of like those Prime Studio One kind of, you know how they have their statues, like they're highly stylized. It reminds me of that kind of look, but no, I mean he looks like this one definitely looks like he has a diaper.
Yeah, it's just a weird. There's like too much stuff. You know what I mean? Like they went too far with the sculpted detail. Even his head, it's like crazy. So he's got this, I guess, a communicator here, which is not from G1. So we know that's from something else, probably like Cybertronian.
It looks like something that would have been in a Bumblebee movie.
Yeah.
Low pointed out the face is odd. I was going to say the same thing. His face mask, in particular, the shape isn't kind of iconic Optimus Prime. It like angles up, so it doesn't scream Optimus to me. If it weren't colored the way it is, I wouldn't think it was Optimus. Just because of the face mask, it doesn't look like Optimus to me.
Go back to the face.
Do you think this is like Ultimetal, where you put the armor on and you build it up on top of that skeleton?
It looks too intricate for that, I would think.
Yeah, I would think it'd be
built on action figure. Yeah.
The face reminds me of the early 2000s Robots in Disguise Optimus Prime. Fire Convoy.
Hmm.
And that jetpack, man, that jetpack is straight up Mega Man X. Like, that's like they took a chunk from the Sentinel line.
So
should be really posable.
I guess you're showing us the inner skeleton, just so we know it's diecast. All right, moving on. No one's getting that. This is the X-Transbot monolith. They finally showed off. I guess this means their trailer's coming. So this is the head sculpt, or one of the head sculpts you get, which is pretty cool.
Rawr.
It's like
IDW.
Isn't that more Studio Ox style?
Oh, Studio Ox, yeah.
With the antenna, like.
Wait, which company is this?
X-Transbot.
Oh.
So we've been waiting for the trailer for like ever.
I still don't have Dead End or Mother Master.
So is it just me, or is the proportions strange?
I think his torso is really long.
Right?
Menasor is weird, man. Like Menasor's got weird proportions anyway, so it depends on what animation frame you're looking at for that.
It's possible the angle of the picture too, but it does look like his torso is gigantic.
It's the opposite of a Saltus.
Like too short. Yeah, it's just something. I do like the look of him. I like the colors overall and like the look, but the chest, something's weird with the chest. So I guess this is the trailer.
If it holds together, that would be good. Like if you can move those arms without pulling the car off, that would be awesome.
Right. Like it's solid.
Mm-hmm.
I have my doubts.
And just looking at this picture, again, I don't know anything about it, but just looking at his ankles scare me because that looks like it doesn't have a whole lot of support on the backside. Like that whole thing just looks to me like it's ready to lean backwards.
Yeah, because the heel part it looks just like a... Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, right.
Why don't you get 598 on the channel again?
Yeah. The biggest thing for me, though, is that all those accessories down at the bottom, it screams to me that they're throwing in all these extra things, and then that scares me because I think price is going to be way more than I'm going to want to pay.
Oh, so like justify the price?
Yeah, they're trying to throw all these effects parts and extra faces that I'll never use, and then they're going to drop off like a $180 price tag on it. I'm going to be pissed.
For the trailer? No way. I'll pay $100. I'm okay with $100.
I'd pay $100, but I don't know.
You think it's going to be $180?
Like $150 or something crazy like that. I mean, look at the Dr. Egg. Like, come on, man. Seriously? I never would have thought Dr. Egg was $170.
Are you getting it? Nobody getting it?
No.
No. That's going to go on clearance, I'm sure. Because I haven't heard anybody. I don't know anyone that's buying it, which is crazy.
I might cancel it all together.
I mean, so here it looks, I like it, but then this proportions are just awkward.
It'll probably be better posed.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's the picture or the angle. But we'll see. Hopefully that comes out soon. I think this is the last one. This is the... What is this?
Beast Wars Ravage?
It's a new company, though. I forgot the name.
It's right there. It's right at the top.
It's Facebook image 160575.
This? No, I have the name somewhere.
In his fake cassette mode.
Yes. So it turns into this guy, which is just like MMC. Is this Masterpiece? I assume it is.
It should be.
Competing with MMC, right?
All I know is he's thick.
Them thighs, man. It brings the thunder.
I know, man. He's training with Chun-Li or something.
He is.
I'd have to look at the animation model because I don't know if that's accurate or not. Maybe it is. I don't know.
He's not that thick. They're round, but they're not that thick in a cartoon.
So this is the first outing, I think, for this company. That looks okay.
They put out a Tudor, I saw.
Yeah, this looks more like a lion. With those big legs. All right. This just came out. So I just found this. This is Toy World's Skyburst. So I guess it's a World War I Jetfire that turns into a carrier or to a battleship.
That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
It's going to be humongous.
It comes with a display stand for your. You think this is big? How big do you think this is?
I don't think that's big.
It's not that big.
I don't think so.
He connects with Voyager Optimus, right?
Yeah, I have a picture of that. It says ingenious construction and fine finish, in case you were wondering. So there's a combined.
Yeah, so it's not that big.
What Optimus is this, though?
Studio Series Voyager Optimus.
Is that 32?
I can't see the abs.
Yeah. I don't know this.
It looks like the first one because it's dark.
I mean, I like the design, but I would just never buy it.
And it doesn't make sense, a big battleship connecting with a semi-truck.
That's what I'm stuck on. Like, why did it
all right, guys, let's calm down the level of belief that you have for this.
Did he turn into a battleship in the movie? I don't remember that.
No.
No. Yeah.
So this is just a creation.
Sometimes somebody asks questions where I'm like, "Are you actually a Transformers fan?"
So like, I had never seen.
I don't blame him for hating Revenge of the Fallen though.
I never watched Revenge of the Fallen. I couldn't get through it. I watched like 2 seconds. Got out of it. Oh, there's the ship mode.
That alt mode was cool. It's a good looking carrier, or destroyer, but I never liked Jetfire's movie robot mode. I've never liked it, so I'm so far out of this. It's not even funny. But that's a cool display piece, at least.
Yeah, same here. I'm not a big fan of the robot mode. There's the robot. He looks just like Jetfire though, from the movie. All right, that's all we have for today. So if you guys have questions or comments, you can hit us up now. But we're gonna do our segment on Masterpiece. So we're gonna go through a couple of characters and talk about what's available for those characters, and kind of talk about what do we prefer, or I guess maybe what do we handled, which Transformers we actually purchased, and we'll go from there. Oops. Let's see. By the way, this guide that I'm looking at, this is not, I didn't make this. This is from TFW 2005. So, what's the guy's name?
Eyes Covered.
Eyes Covered, yeah. So Eyes Covered created this guide. It's the best guide I've ever seen for Masterpiece figures. So basically, it goes through every season. And we're on season 1 right now, but he goes all the way to season 4, and every character lists out what's available for the official and then for the third party. So last time we went through Bumblebee, so we're going to start on Cliffjumper. So we have 2 options, maybe a third one coming. Got Ace Collectibles Tumbler. And actually bring this up. We have Fans Toys. It's unreleased, but they teased it. The Mastermind Creations, which I know Pake had that. And then we have Toro, X-Transbots Toro. So what are your guys' thoughts on Cliffjumper?
I've only messed with Toro. Actually, no, I did mess with the Mastermind Creation one. None of them are good.
He's waiting for the Takara retool of Bumblebee version 2.
All right.
I'm definitely waiting for Fans Toys personally, but I never owned this one. How's this guy? Anybody own this?
Never seen him in person.
I think his torso is too long.
No, I really like this guy.
Yeah, I have Toro personally, and he's one of my favorites to mess with. So
Toro's good. I think he looks the most accurate.
Where's his
I think he has a really weird backpack, right?
Yeah. He does, but the fact that he turns into he goes from penny racer proportions in his alt mode, from his robot mode to an actual real world car. I'm okay with the backpack that it does that kind of cool shifting.
I'm cool with Toro until I put him with my collection, and then he doesn't match anymore.
And then the third
over the rest, I always thought I like the MMC Hellion, but he has like weird lower waist, and he's a little limbs that it doesn't scream Cliffjumper to me.
He is not tall.
They got the penny racer car part right, but then the robot suffered in the waist.
Well, even like the shoulders and the waist, they just look a little too dainty for me. I think he's a good figure, but not like T said, none of them really scratch my itch.
And this one, they go the extra mile, and he has an interior with seats and steering wheel. So they have to, that for me that's unnecessary, but I get it. Yeah, I would have skipped that whole piece.
So I thought I heard. So you have Toro, Matt?
I just have Toro. Yeah.
T-Man, would you go?
I have Toro too.
I have Hellion.
Hellion. All right. Ace was kind of the first out of the box, but nobody. It really didn't do well. So
It's not bad. It's not bad.
But you didn't keep it, so it wasn't good. Got rid of it. Okay.
Hellion reminds me of
Go ahead.
Remember back in the day when people were kit bashing, they were making their own alternators and whatnot? That's what Hellion looks like to me. Like those weird proportions and whatnot. Like they're taking different robots and smashing car parts on top of them.
No, I was asking Sony. You didn't tell us what you have.
Toro. I have Toro. I like Toro. I mean, I don't know.
Hellion.
I've never handled Hellion, so I'd like to see it, but I don't feel like buying it. So this is Grump, but it's the only version of Gears, so there is no official and there's no other third party. So it's this or nothing. I don't own this, so I can't speak to it. I don't know about you guys.
He's good. He's pretty basic, but it's all right.
Yeah, I like that mold okay. I mean, it's getting dated just because it is kind of old now. But I've always liked it. I thought it was good, and I preferred the Gears, I think, over the what's his name?
Braun.
Was that?
You mean Braun? Gears over Braun?
No.
Slick.
But what's his real name? Why do I always remember third party names? Was that
Swerve?
Yes, thank you.
R.I.P. to Bad Q. Haven't heard from him.
I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for them. They were doing that weird Wilds or what was that stupid?
Oh,
one?
right. The Nature.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Even the name was dumb. It's like, why did you name it Nature? All right, last one for today is Hound. So we've got a bunch of different Hounds. Not this one. We got the official Masterpiece, which I do like, but he's got some issues.
Yes.
And then we've got Fans Toys Willis, and then the last one is Make Toys Gundam. So what do you guys?
Fans Toys had issues for me as well, like pieces falling off that I had to glue back on and whatnot.
You talking about the hood, the neck panel with the head?
Yeah, and the bottom of his feet fell off, and the ankles were just trash since I owned it. Screwing.
So what do you own?
Just screw that screw in. I'm like, that don't work.
Yeah, I had Fans Toys first, obviously, and then I bought Takara, and I liked the Takara a lot, but then it started cracking, just sitting on my shelf. So I sold that, and I want to rebuy it. I want to rebuy the Takara. Right now, I just have Willis. What do you guys have on your shelf?
So I have the official, and if the quality was there and the materials were there, he would be a home run for me. But being as though the problems that knowing what I know now, if I could choose from any of them without having already committed to a purchase, I would get Gundog.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I like him the best personally.
The look or the quality, or what? Why would you pick him?
I like the transformation. I like the articulation. I've always dug their the company's stuff anyway.
Yeah.
And between like Willis, I've heard problems as well. I've never touched him myself, so I don't know for sure. But just given the look between them, I dig Gundog, just personal. But I own the official.
What about you guys, Paik? Or you have the official, right?
I've at one point owned all three of them, and every single time I got one, I was like blown away for the time that it was released. I remember when I think I even had a preview of Make Toys for one TFCon, and I was like, this toy is awesome. It was sick. And it had some weird proportions because it was more kind of accurate to the toy. So it has like weird kind of like thick hips and like kind of a smaller head and kind of weird, but I thought the way the arms transformed into the mode looked good, so I was blown away by that. Then Willis came out, and I was like, "Dang, this is so nice looking in terms of proportions and cartoon accuracy." And then I had the same problems as T kind of mentioned, not so much with the ankles, but with the neck panel because it was die-cast piece and a plastic piece, and
it breaks.
That would damage. But then I got the official, and I love the official. I thought the official was like one of the best released car releases we've had in so long. And luckily for me, didn't have issues with the breakages, but I also haven't messed with him that much since then. So
yeah, I transform my stuff back and forth, so that's probably the issue.
I usually do, but knowing what I know about that guy, I purposely haven't. And then T said didn't you say that you picked him up for the first time and you found cracks everywhere?
I had him transformed as a Jeep for months, and then I decided, let me transform him back to robot mode so I can do a transformation video.
See, that's the thing.
Pretty much everywhere where there's a pin, you can see a little stress fracture.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of scary. But Gundog, if Gundog came out in 2005, he would be the most amazing thing ever because it looks just like the Dreamwave G1 artwork to me.
He did. He came out in 2006. Oh no, never mind. I'm sorry. That's not right. 2015.
No, definitely not 2006.
2015. I'm sorry.
I was playing with the alternators, or Binotech Hound back then, and I was not happy with that.
So like,
I think you've unlocked a secret for me. That's why I like Gundog so much, because that's what got me back into Transformers was the Dreamwave comic. You're absolutely right. That's why I like it so much, because it looks just like that.
I think it's a testament that we can still consider the oldest one still in the running, and it still has its merits. It's not blown away. It's hard to say that about a lot of figures.
That says a lot about it.
People are gonna ask why we didn't talk about Detective.
Come on, it's not even listed here actually for some reason.
Detective,
the link broke.
TFC broke.
It looked horrible. It looked like a chug just blown up, and everybody who I've seen review it broke it.
I don't remember that one.
They called him
I'm gonna bring it up. Oh my god, it's so ugly. It's just you can get it on Chosen Prime. Wow, he's available.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. He came out with the same line as that. There's crappy Ironhide and Ratchet.
They look better than him though.
This was the one that Bobby threw and destroyed because it was so terrible. I think he smashed it.
I think around the time I saw Bobby do that, a guy named Brave was revealing too. Both of them broke that mess.
All right,
that is me scared to get third party.
That is all we have for today. Thank you, everyone that joined. I'm missing all these comments. Hopefully there were no questions. If you have any questions, now's the end time. We're gonna probably end here in a couple minutes. We're gonna continue. We'll probably continue this series just because it's fun. I like doing it. Thank you, Mr. Matt, for joining us.
And if you want Sony to have me back on, badger him about it in the comments. Tell him give the video a thumbs up if you want me back.
Oh yeah.
Give it a thumbs up if you don't want me back. So
Matt can come back and I can take a nap.
No, don't. I mean, he's ruining our minority diversity. We don't need out here. You guys got plenty of outlets. The media is all about you, white folk.
My wife is Korean. Does that help? My wife is Korean.
No, so is mine.
It does help. See, it does help. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining. We'll be back next month with more news and more MP series. See ya.
Bye. Visit our channels.